Dilemmas and calls now, whichever I get up. I talk my card with a sweet one bliss. Someone flips me a bag it up. So, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Hey, y'all know what time it is. It's Friday evening show, Kappa Facts Boxing with me, the Captain of Truth. Well, the Captain of Cap and the Titan of Truth. This show today on iBoxing Hub is sponsored by D-Rock Clothing. Y'all make sure y'all get out of that Adidas nasty tracksuit, that musty Nike British night sweatsuit, and go over to D-Rock Clothing. 40% off. Use iBoxing Hub 24 in partnership tonight's show with the World Boxing Bureau and Pro Se Boxing Apparel. Y'all make sure y'all go check them out. And I'm here with Billionaire Boxing TV, my buddy, man. What's going on? What's going on?
Yo, Capital Kev, what's good, my boy?
What's the word, man? We got plenty to talk about. I missed last week, so we're gonna be talking about quite a few things today, man. Super exciting. We've got, a lot of things coming up the pipe. What's going on with Terrence Crawford right now and Canelo? Are we getting the rematch? We're not getting the rematch. Should we get the rematch? What happens after that, right? What happens in the 168-pound division? Is Crawford staying there? Talk to me. I guess we'll start there, bro, and then we can move on to some of the other topics. So go ahead and talk to me. What do you think?
All right, so honestly, bro, I think let's say we have like a great scenario moment. I think Terrence Crawford could possibly go down to 160 and fight Janabek or Adamez and get a title in that division and do history again, bro. Honestly, I think he could chill right now. I don't think he got to do anything. He just beat Canelo. I think the question is, where does Canelo go from here, Kev?
I mean, yeah, I guess, Billy, like, it's really about where Crawford goes from here, because now you are the 168-pound division champ. What do you do with that? Do you stay there? Do you go back down to 154? I think he said he's not going back down to 154. So that would put him at 160, right? So do we put him against the Dominican Bronco? Do we put him against Janabek? Is that enough money for Janabek? Because I think Janabek is the unified champ, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So is there enough money on the table for that fight? Because I think Bud is in a position where now we're like, he doesn't have to really test himself anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like, he can fight the Berlangas of the world. He can fight the Munguias of the world. You don't really need to. I mean, think about it. Like a 3-time undisputed world champion, it's going to be pretty hard for you to do that again. Like, that's insane. Like, it's hard enough to do one time, right? You did it 3 times. And so it's really about, where does Bud go from here? I think that's more interesting than what Canelo does, because Canelo at this point, I guess you're right, bro. What does Canelo do at this point? Does he get the Bivol rematch and go up to 175? Does Bivol still got a belt? Bivol still got a belt, right? Yeah, he got all the belts except for the WBC.
Yeah, I think Bivol cooks him though, bro. Like, who's to say that fight ain't worse the second time? I mean, at this point, bro, Canelo he wasn't the same guy that we known him to be. He's not as sharp no more. He got visibly frustrated in this fight, and he actually showed it with some of his movements in the later rounds, how he was mocking Terrence Crawford. I mean, he was the king, bro. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Canelo is a legend. He gonna forever be the legend. But to me, it's like, whoo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He try to go after Terrence Crawford again. When that fight looked, I thought it was about 10-2, 9-3. You know what I mean? Like, does he chase Terrence Crawford again? Like,
I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that, man. I really don't.
Yeah,
There's nothing for him there. There's literally nothing for him there. He's got Terrence has got his number, right? Terrence just got his number. I don't think that's something you should even pursue. I really don't.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what is left for Canelo, because where are you going to get a belt now? You can't get it from Crawford, because he just took them from you, and you don't really want to move to 175. So where do you go now? Like, what is there left for you to do? I mean, is there somebody that we could put him? I mean, I don't know. He didn't want to fight Benavidez at 168. I doubt he'll want to fight him at 175.
I mean, and
Not
Benavidez
off a
already
loss.
stated. He
Not
said
off a
he's not
loss.
coming. He said he's not coming back down to 168 for the Canelo fight.
He's
Said
not
a
doing
couple
it?
times. Yeah, he said he's
Really?
not doing it. Benavidez said it a couple times.
Oh, well, it's a wrap then. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't. It's a wrap.
do we get Canelo and Billy next? You know what I'm saying? Or Lester Martinez, the winner of that fight?
I don't know if there's enough. What's
Would
the
you still like to see him
yeah?
against Hamza Shiraz?
But what's the point in the? I guess I'm looking at from a perspective of like, why? What's the point? Like, why would you fight an Billy? What does Billy do for you now?
He need a morale booster, I think, at this point.
Does he get it from Billy though? That's a dog right there.
No, you ain't lying.
That's a. I mean, you know what I mean? You know what, bro? You know what I'm thinking now? I think we should get Boo Boo that fight. I think we give Boo Boo to Canelo. Why not? Why not?
Man, listen, man. Boo Boo, I don't know if you heard Des getting on his neck the other day, man, but Boo Boo, I just think he's a little delusional right now, man. You can't fight every 4 years, and you know what I mean. Like, all right, you know what? I think at this moment, I probably agree with you. Let's go ahead and feed him Boo Boo.
Well, yeah, why not?
Yeah, feed him Boo Boo, man, because Canelo need a morale booster.
He does. That's what I'm saying. Look, he needs a morale boost, right? He needs a morale boost. So we can get him a morale boost with Boo Boo. Boo Boo, like, he's coming off a long layoff, right? He's coming off a loss. He's coming off a long layoff. So the advantage is on Canelo, but Canelo got to stop doing the same stuff over and over again, bro. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't understand. It's like he doesn't know how to change it up.
Hey, man, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
But that's not an old dog that don't know tricks. That's a dog that knows tricks, though. Like, we've seen Canelo do things before. We saw him against, was it Trout? Was it Trout or Danny Jacobs? Damn, that's the Canelo that we needed. We needed that Danny Jacobs Canelo, but we didn't get that one.
But think about
we didn't get that one.
Think about how long ago that was. How many battles
that don't mean that bro, just because the tools, you haven't used the tools in a while, that don't mean they're not in the shed. You get what I'm saying?
Come on, Kev.
I'm being for real.
He's battle tested. He's one of the few guys that were boxing before social media boxing was a big thing. You know what I mean? Like, he's bringing that kind of resume up.
I feel you, man.
I just think he old in boxing years, bro. Like, he's old in boxing years. Because I mean, like you said, he do the same stuff.
Yeah, I just think that he's gotten away with doing the same stuff over and over again. That it's like, oh, it works. Why change it up? Why do the Danny Jacobs stuff when this works? You know, but it's everybody knows now what you're doing. Like, I'm not even a professional, and I'm like, why you keep going for that body shot over and over again? Like, it's so predictable. He just kept doing the same stuff over and over again. I don't know, man. It just wasn't working. I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is, man.
I covered the fight, and I actually thought that Canelo's body work would be beneficial, man. I thought that if Canelo could beat the body up, Terrence Crawford was gonna feel 168 in the late rounds. You know what I'm saying? But it was, nothing was working for him, brother. He was trying too. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was working.
Yeah, nothing was. It's like nothing. I don't get it, man. I don't know what the game plan was. I don't know what it was, bro. I really don't. But I guess now we can move on. I don't know where he goes. I really don't know where Canelo goes from here, because does he go to 175? I mean, at one point he was talking about going to cruiserweight. For the right opponent. So
man, he might as well fight. We need Caleb Plant, Canelo Alvarez too, or something right now.
Why? Why do we need, bro, for no belt? You crazy? Why do we need that for no belt?
Charlo, give him.
We need, actually, we need that Charlo Canelo fight. That would be a good fight. Big Charlo versus Canelo. Yeah, absolutely. Both. One's coming off a win, one's coming off a loss. But I think that would be a phenomenal fight. Yam said Canelo should fight Shiraz. I don't understand why though. Like, why would you fight Shiraz for what? For the money?
Probably.
Like, what? I mean, what does fighting Shiraz do for you?
Shiraz hot too. I mean, he's not a big name, but I think that'd be a solid dub. Especially with how he. Well, I can't. I ain't gonna.
You said that would be a solid dub.
A solid dub. You know what I mean?
I
think a
mean,
Shiraz fight, a good morale booster.
yeah, I just don't know. Well, I guess if you fought Munguia and you fought Ryder, you fought these other people. Yeah, I guess why not fight Shiraz and get him out the way? I just don't
Right.
really think it just does anything. You know, I don't.
I,
But it's a good name to beat on. I mean, it's a decent name, you know,
right.
to get on.
Right.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, man, I think man, you've been hearing Shakur versus T.O.
Hey
What you think
man,
about that?
if we get that fight, man, I
That's a
don't think
big
it's
fight. That's a big
man,
fight.
man, bro. I
It's
got
a
a
big
lot to say
fight.
about that fight, bro. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah,
to you.
tell us what you got to say
So,
about it.
in my honest opinion, man, like it's gonna be a chess match.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be the toughest fight of Shakur's career, but I got him winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, T.O.
Yeah.
not consistent. He not consistent. We don't know what kind of Tiafimo gonna show up that night.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. We don't know what kind of TO. And the thing is like TO. I I really like that Shakur is so fundamentally based, right? And TO, a lot of times, I don't feel like he sets his shots up, but I might be
Yeah,
wrong. You know what I mean? I feel like he just kind of lunges in and like the way he fought Barbosa, I don't really agree with that. I feel like he could have really, I feel like he could have got Barbosa out of there if he would have stayed in the pocket. But he had happy feet. He kept moving out. He kept staying on the outside. I just felt like you're so athletic. You could have stayed on the inside and just counterpunched um and I just I just think the way that he fought him, I don't if that's
I
what he's gonna do with Shakur, I don't think he stands a chance.
I think to me, I kind of think T.O. best when he bouncing around and having fun out there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he could have stepped in there with Barbosa too, but you gotta remember, man, Barbosa is a solid contender. You know what I mean?
He is a solid contender, but he's also very one dimensional.
I agree.
He's not on the level of Shakur. He's not on the level. He doesn't give you a bunch of dimensions, right? Like these guys. So that's why I think that what T.O. brings to the table, you could have got him out of there. Like T.O. is interesting because he's not a black fighter, yet he can fight like a black fighter, right? He's very slick. He's very athletic. He's very elusive. You could have stayed in the pocket and did what Shakur did, right? But you would have had better success because Barbosa doesn't have the output of Cepeda, right? And so you could have put on a better performance and at the same time possibly got a knockdown or a TKO.
I
That's my
think
personal opinion.
but that also goes to show how much he respect Arnold Barbosa too. You know, I feel like he put a little respect on him by not going too crazy and taking too many serious chances. But he gonna have to bring it against Shakur. I feel like Shakur ain't the kind of guy he gonna have to try to stand around and box. He gonna have to take the fight to him. And I honestly, I don't think T.O. that great off the front foot. I think he's like I said, I think he's good when he's bouncing around and dancing and throwing jabs.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I would like to see a lot of what we see in the gym from Tio. I would like to see it in the fight. I don't feel like we've seen that. I don't feel like we've seen all of the elusiveness, right? And I would like to see that. And it really comes back down to what you said, Billy, is that we don't get a consistent Tio all the time. We do get a consistent Shakur though. This is why we say
Absolutely.
like the Tank fans really should migrate to Shakur. Shakur is about the smoke. Shakur will fight anybody. Shakur has the swag. Shakur talks the talk. Shakur is media friendly. Shakur is young. He's a three-time world champion, 3-division world champion. I believe he was unified at one point. So like he is doing what we want as a fighter. He's calling out the best. He's willing to fight him. He's this. I believe he is this generation's Floyd without the persona. Like he doesn't have the pretty boy personality. He doesn't have that, but he's a hell of a fighter. He's
Absolutely.
a
I
hell of
agree.
a fighter, right?
I agree, bro. There ain't too many people gonna beat Shakur, bro. Like if you being realistic, and he seemed like he just get better and better. That's the Zepeda
Yeah.
performance was dope. Everything
Yeah.
about it was dope.
That's a paid performance. I mean, it really shut a lot of people up. It really, really, um, I just feel like it really shut a lot of people up on what he can do, right? And so, yeah, no, I think the edges to Shakur on that fight, the edges to
Yeah,
Shakur, but it's
yeah,
a fight
man.
that still has to be seen. And I for one like Shakur's corner, like you see Andre Ward in there. We don't see that from Teal. We don't know who Teal is sparring with. His dad is his trainer, and that's to me is the biggest backfall, is that his dad is the trainer. Because I don't know that his dad really gives him the best advice. That's me, fight
I
wise.
mean,
I think we need another pair of eyes in there. Just like right now, like Devin Haney got Zab Judah in camp. He had Mosley. He's got Zab Judah in camp. I think you really need to bring other eyes into the camp to see what we can add, because this is part of the consistency. Like, his dad is a drunk. His dad is a reckless wrecking ball. Like, this is part of the problem. They've got mental health issues going on over there, and
yeah,
all that
word,
plays into the fight. You know what I'm saying? So
word.
we need some structure in that camp. We need new eyeballs in that camp. Like, I wish Roger Mayweather was still around. I wish
Yeah, R.I.P.
Mayweather Senior was still around. I mean, those are trainers, right? Trainers that we need.
Hey man, I don't think it's nothing wrong with the dad tandem. You know what I mean? Shout
I
out to
I
they.
think,
They made it.
bro,
They made it
we
this
haven't
far.
seen that. We haven't seen a dad and a son like be successful, bro. Like, we haven't seen that.
I mean, Bill Haney.
Bill Haney and Devin Haney. I mean, besides that, we haven't really seen people be successful with that, because the dads get overzealous, throwing the towel to save the kids. Oh, well, Benavidez. Yeah, you're right. Benavidez. But the
Word.
overwhelming amount of people, like, it goes sour at some point.
I
It
mean,
goes
but you
sour.
gotta give Teofimo dad his credit too. I mean, he was on the pound for pound list at one point. You know what I mean? Like, he has been making a lot of screw ups, but I think that's more of a PR thing. You know what I mean? But I feel like when the time shows, like he showed us with Josh Taylor, he stepped up and he beat the crap out of Josh Taylor, bro. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think they got little kinks here and there, but they made it this far, bro. Like, he's a low key a star. You know what I mean? Like, he's always in the conversation, and you got to give his dad that credit. I do agree that he should get some better people in there nowadays, since he going into that next level. But you got to put respect on their team thus far. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. I'm with you. Yeah, no, he's definitely doing what he's got to do from a media perspective. Like, he had the Lucha Libre mask on. Like, he's definitely doing what he can. I think he goes about it in a really corny way, in a way that doesn't really earn him fans. I think he earns people's like disgust. Like, oh,
I
Tio,
agree.
stupid stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
it doesn't attract me to be a fan of his. It just draws eyeballs in a way where it's like, it's so shocking that you're just like, oh, let me just watch this, because it's a circus act. It's so stupid. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I like the way Shakur talks. I like the way he moves. He's got, what's his name, Prince Jay Prince in his back
Shout out
corner.
to Jay.
He's
Shout
got,
out to Jay
yeah,
Prince.
he's got a lot of people in his back corner, man. I just like the way he moves. I got somebody coming up to the stage. Oh my, okay, what up, Lindor? What
Going on,
up? Finally, you came
fella.
through. What's going on?
Going on, fellas. How you doing?
What up,
What's good,
man?
homie?
Yeah. Finally, we got a nice little house right here. I know Ron said he was gonna come on, so I'm just waiting for Ron to come through. So right now, I don't know if you've been tracking, man, but we've been on what we on? Tio and Shakur right now. What's your take, man? Who wins the fight off Shakur and Tio?
That's an interesting fight. I like both fighters personally. I'm a big fan of both of them. I saw Tio coming up. I'm from Brooklyn, so I see Tio coming up in the ranks, and was a big fan of him. Explosive knockouts, just coming up hungry, and same with Shakur. He's out here in Newark, so I'm local to that too. Where I've seen Shakur since he was young, coming up at the amateur ranks, coming up into the pro game with Top Rank. It's a great fight. Stylistically, they both are defensively responsible, so it should be. I don't think it's gonna be a high output fight, like that. But I believe the guy who lands the more combinations is gonna win that fight. I still have trouble picking that fight. I'm gonna have to favor Shakur a little bit. I think the jab's gonna be the difference too. Lately, Teofimo hasn't been throwing the jab. I don't know if you guys have been noticing that in his last couple fights.
Yeah,
throwing
I
the
did
jab.
notice. This is, and I this is what I was telling Billy is like he doesn't set up his shots, right? Like he doesn't use fundamentals. He uses a lot of his athleticism, and that's what I don't like. We get a lot of that fundamental stuff from Shakur, even though Shakur is also athletically gifted. I don't know that he's as twitchy as Tio, but he's not. Yeah, but he does use his fundamentals.
Correct. Yeah, you see, we're on the same path with the twitchies, the fast twitchies. Teofimo has that. And I think he's just lacking that. Lately, it's something's been off. Something's been off. I don't know if it's with his team, his dad.
See?
I think his dad needs to go. It's just my
Bro,
opinion.
I just told Billy that. I literally just said, I said, bro, I don't know that the dad is working out. He's a drunk. They got mental health issues going on over there. Like there is some family issues going on. Like his dad out here getting beat up in the streets. Like it's a problem, man. It's a problem. Like we got to get new eyeballs in that because I think the problem is, bro, you get to a point where you plateau with your current trainer, right? And so you gotta like look at Devin. He bringing in Mosley. Now I don't know if he did anything that Mosley taught him in that fight, but he brought him in, right? He got Zab Judah in there now. I don't know if he's gonna do anything with Zab Judah, tell him to do, but he's in there. He's bringing in new eyeballs. Like they get it. Tio hasn't done that. And so we need a good black trainer in there to be honest with you. We need a good black trainer in there because Tio has the athleticism to work off of a slick black fighter style.
Yeah. When he beat Lomachenko and Comey, he was working with Joey Gamache. I don't know if you guys remember that. He had Joey Gamache in his corner, and I don't know if for some reason after that fight, he got rid of him, and the results just haven't been the same, so I don't know. He's struggled with Martin. I was there for the Martin fight live. I thought he won the fight with Martin, but he didn't look good at all. The Jermaine Ortiz one, I don't think he looked good at all either. And
is that the fight? Is the Martin fight where he asked him stuff at the end of the fight? Do he still got it?
Yeah, that one right there in the garden.
Do I still got it?
He looked horrible. He couldn't cut the ring off. Martin's a slick opponent, but he's beatable, especially if you have fast twitchies like Tio does. But Tio just couldn't cut the ring off that night, and he had trouble with them. And who else did he fight recently? I thought he did okay with Campa. The Campa dude. I thought he did okay with that.
What you think about the Barboza fight?
I thought he did really good. I thought he could have actually got Barboza up out of there. If he pressed the issue a little more.
Me and Brandon be on the same point. I literally, before you got on, I literally told Billy and I said, bro, he looked all right. Like he could have, if he would have just stayed in the pocket mid-range and did what Shakur did with Cepeda, he could have got him out of there.
I think he could have got him out of there. I think he was showboating a little too much too. Them little, he goes down, he ducks a little bit. That's a waste of time, He could be putting work in at that time, and stuff like that. If he works on that, I think he'll be better. But you can't be doing that now when you're fighting, elite fighters like Shakur, adjust on the fly.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Any other comments on that, Billionaire? You got something for us on that?
Man, I just hope it gets signed, bro. You know how boxing is nowadays. They do all this talking. Next thing you know, we're going to see Shakur fighting Oscar Duarte or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hope it gets signed.
I hope we don't get that. We don't need Oscar Duarte right now. We good on that. Yeah, no, hopefully the fight gets made. It's sad because we know for a fact now that we're not going to get Tank Davis and Shakur. And Tank is leaving a lot on the table, bro. Like when he retires, it's going to be a stained legacy, right?
He's going outside. Just let him retire, bro. Like if you're not finna make the fights, and he literally tell us all the time, like he doesn't care for none of this, bro. Like just get him out because he's too heavy in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So let's just go ahead and get him out of there and put somebody else in the spotlight.
Yeah, I think he reminds us a lot of Adrian Broner. Like the problem is that Adrian Broner went away on a low. Like my man got beat up by Maidana, then he got drunk problems, then he got sexual videos out there. You know, he's got all this bad publicity. Now he's, you know, twerking in his underwear next to some house in Toledo with the fire charcoal grill next to him. You know what I mean? One of them like $20 ones you can get at Lowe's. I mean, it's all bad now.
Well, even after the Maidana beat, he still gave us a Pacquiao fight. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's true. That's true. But
big name. He's a big name.
Yeah, I just think that like Tank isn't going out on a personal low. Adrian went out on a personal low. Like he personally just ruined his career. He didn't maintain the discipline. He wasn't in the gym. He got too caught up in the rap lifestyle. Tank didn't get caught up in the rap lifestyle, but like he cut his boxing career short by not fighting good fighters, by not unifying, by not undisputing, by not fighting Shakur. Like he's just gonna cut it short, and we don't even know if we could ever induct this man into the Boxing Hall of Fame. All we can say is question mark. Like there's just gonna be a big question mark.
I just think legacy wise, Adrian Broner, and when it's all said and done, he gonna be over Tank because he actually fought. Yeah. He actually took some fights, win, lose, or draw. He fought and he entertained at the same time. You know what I mean?
But sadly with that, like Tank has done more numbers than Adrian though.
Man,
that's sadly right, because Adrian is still more entertaining than Tank, but Tank has a bigger draw. Like Tank has sold out stadiums. Like I think the Barclays, am I not? Like he had the fastest sold out show. Like he sold out Atlanta when Atlanta isn't a boxing market. So sadly, Tank will have a bigger draw than Adrian. Although Adrian came up in the HBO Showtime era where it was more difficult, right, to get eyeballs on the sport than it is now. Now you got an app and social media is a lot hotter now. So,
hey man, numbers don't lie, but they temporary. Legacy is forever, man. I think one day he gonna look up probably when he get real old, and he gonna wish he would have did more.
Yeah, I think the casuals, they're still gonna love him. You know, they're gonna remember him as a knockout artist. He's a very good puncher, and he had a solid career. Just what, like you guys said, I wish he could have done a little more. I always wanted to see him fight Lomachenko. That was a fight that I always wanted personally.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know why that never happened. You know, promotional stuff. You know how it's hard to make fights nowadays. That played a factor, but you know that was a fight that I was just looking forward to. You know, and it could have helped his career as well too.
Yeah, we didn't get that fight, and it's sad because that would have been a great fight for Loma to leave out on. Can you imagine if Loma, like we could have got that, because then that could have been for the IBF and WBA unification, and if Loma would have won that, that would have vindicated that TO loss and maybe even that Devin Haney loss. Like that would have been a marquee fight.
I just think it would have been a little too late, man. Like I think Loma just, you know, after that Devin Haney fight, man, he was a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like
too small. It's too small for that weight class too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like his best run was at 130. It wasn't at 135.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I wish he would have just went back down to 130 because he could have made a bigger splash and a bigger run at 130 than 135. He was just too small for 135, bro. Too small.
He was too small. Nobody at 130 wanted to fight him. You know, they were talking about him and Mikey Garcia. And let's not forget, Loma has a lot of amateur fights, so it wore him down, you know. He came into the game quick. You know, second fight, he fought Salido. So, you know, he just do it now or never, you know.
No, absolutely. I just, I was sad. He left out on a high, Lomachenko being the IBF world champ. It's just that he doesn't have a marquee win. He lost against Haney. He lost against T.O. We just know that he had a phenomenal run, and he's a former unified champ. He lost the belt to T.O., which that was the undisputed run that he was on. But he doesn't have a marquee name on his resume that we can be like, oh,
Rigondeaux's good. Rigondeaux was a good name.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. That was a
Linares
big
too,
win,
Linares.
actually.
Yeah,
you're right.
Linares for sure.
Nah, you're right.
Well,
Like Linares is a 4-time world champ. You're right. It's not a mark. It's not a crossover name. Like Tank is a crossover name. Shakur is a crossover name. Haney is a crossover name. Tio is a crossover name. Like once he beat
too, he did really well. He just didn't let his hands go in the first 6 rounds.
that,
He won that
that
fight
right there, he didn't let his hands go. Had he beat one of those guys, it'd be different, because none of the guys that he beat, Lomachenko, like they didn't move on to become world champs again after that. Like when he beat Rigondeaux kind of went downhill. Like Rigondeaux was just now coming back to fight again, right?
Yeah,
Linares didn't win. I don't think Linares won another world champion after that. Like he didn't. He just kind of went downhill. Like they vanished, right? So had he beat one of these marquee names, it would have been like, man, Lomachenko was one of the best ever, because he beat a guy who's now a unified world champ. Like it. Sometimes when you fight guys and you beat them early on, you don't get the credit, but later on when they establish themselves and create a legacy, it ages very well for you, that win.
No, yeah, it's a good point.
So that's that. Look, man, we got Devin Haney and Brian Norman coming up, bro. I think that fight overshadows the Anthony Yard and Benavidez fight, right?
Absolutely.
Because of the beef that's there. Who wins the fight, right? And I guess this, my question is like, why do we, everything that Devin Haney done is remarkable, right? It's phenomenal. Former undisputed world champion, multiple division world champion. Brian doesn't have the resume, but for some reason we're divided on if he can. We're divided on whether Devin Haney can beat him or not, on what's going to happen. So why is that?
I would never understand the Devin Haney hate. I think like Devin Haney is one of the most accomplished. He's only like 26, 27, bro. Like he's done a lot in his short time. It seemed like he's been around for a long time, and that's why people give him such a hard time. But on paper, he wins. I think if Devin Haney can avoid Brian Norman's hard shots, especially his left hand and his uppercut, I think he can outbox him, bro. You know, Brian Norman's solid, but I got Haney winning this fight.
Yeah.
Brandon, what do you think?
So I also got Haney on decision. A lot of people were like, wow, surprised with that. But I got Haney with decision. You know, I think his boxing is going to be too much for Norman. But then again, I'm like, damn, that Ryan Garcia fight is in my head. Like, damn, Norman hits him with one shot. I don't know. That chin is a little suspect, you know? So that's another reason why a lot of people don't like him. You know, the way he, you know, reacted after that fight, you know, it wasn't good. You know, it wasn't good for his brand. And, you know, he's got to come with the territory now.
No, I think we don't, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. We don't like Devin Haney because he's not gangster. That's why we don't like Devin Haney, because he doesn't have like he doesn't have a persona. He what's his name? He stutters a lot. He's not very like catchy. He's not witty with his words. He doesn't have that aggressive tone. He's just he's a soft-spoken kid. He's a really nice kid, right? And his dad does most of the gangster talk for him. So that's why there's nothing really relatable with Devin Haney. Like that's the problem, is like there's nothing to relate to with Devin Haney. Like we don't know nothing about Devin Haney that we can be like, oh man, I love him. You know, but like Tank, the reason we love Tank is because Tank is a gangster. Tank is a tough guy. Tank
a cornball. He corny,
bro, but Tank. But he wears the persona of, yo, I'm from B-More. You not like that. And we saw how the press conference went with Ghost Martin, like pushing him around and being a tough guy and talking crazy to him. And the way he did Rolly on the press conference tour, told him he's a dummy. He's a dumb fighter. Like, these are things that we want to see. We don't get that from Devin Haney. We don't know nothing about Devin Haney.
I think that's cool.
What you mean that's cool? That's not cool.
I think he's a part of the culture, though. A lot of people really know him and shit, you know what I mean? The hip-hop culture. Dresses fly, you know what I mean?
Bro, they know him for hating, bro. They don't know him because they like him.
I think a lot of people like him. Before he was
bro, you crazy. In the Canelo fight, No, hold on. In the Canelo Crawford fight, they literally put the camera on one fighter. Yay! One fighter. Yay! Another fighter. Yay! Devin Haney. Boo! Another fighter.
Right, right.
Yay! Bro, that was real.
This is
That's what I'm
after
saying.
the
I don't
Ryan fight.
understand why though. I
That's
don't
After the
facts.
understand
Ryan
why.
Garcia
I'm
fight.
telling you because Devin Haney is like he's kind of a cornball. He
That's the
doesn't
way he
have
went out.
anything to relate to.
Listen, if you
Hey,
complain
man.
about the Ryan Garcia fight and you took it and the way you got knocked out and you wanted to overturn the decision, they're gonna get you. You know, they're gonna make fun of you. You know, it's gonna come with the
Brandon, they
territory.
was hating on him before that. We didn't like him. I like Devin Haney. I like any fighter to get in the ring. I'm not
I
trying
don't
to
think people were
criticize the guy.
hating on him, man. I didn't see a lot of
No,
hate.
bro, they booed him. They booed him on the screen, bro. They booed him.
But
Yeah,
like you
this
say though,
fight
that's after
came
the Ryan
before
Garcia fight.
the Ryan Garcia fight. They liked him, I think. A lot of people liked him when he did Cambosis.
They
I
didn't like
agree,
him,
bro.
man.
I
Nah,
agree. They
bro.
liked him. They started to hate
I
him a
was in
little
New
bit
York when
after
he
that
fought
Logan win.
the dude that's fighting tomorrow, Abdulayev. He knocked him out. It was a crazy shot, man. And the crowd was going crazy. It was nuts in there in the theater when he fought in New York at one time. It was good. It was good. It's good.
Bro, they've been hating on Devin Haney for like the longest time. I'm dead serious.
I think it's just recent after the Ryan thing has got elevated, you know.
I think it got elevated after the Ryan fight, but before that, people were like, "No, I'm not. I don't." There was just nothing there, man. You know, there was just
I
nothing
think he
there.
one of the goats. I'm a Haney fan, bro. I think he one of the goats.
He's
I
solid.
am
He's
a Haney
solid.
fan, actually. I am a Haney fan. I really like the way he fights. He's a really good fighter, actually. He's a great
boxer.
fighter.
He's a great boxer. Technical. He has good jabs.
Yeah.
He got good
But he
shit.
doesn't give us fan-friendly fights. Like the way he fought Jose, it was terrible.
Yeah.
It didn't give us what we wanted.
I don't know what that was.
I think he was a little shy after those left hands. You know, Jose, he known for having a solid left hand. So I just think he was a little nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll see, man. It's interesting because Norman is he on a knockout streak? Yeah, because he knocked out. Yeah, he is on a 2-fight knockout streak. He knocked out the Asian and he knocked out Derek Cuevas.
And Cuevas.
And remember, he had knocked out Santiago. Well, it was a TKO, but I mean, I think that's technically like a 3-fight knockout. Like he putting guys down.
But he get hurt too. You got to remember,
but he got
dropped him.
Yeah,
dropped him, you know what
he
I mean?
did. But he got skills. Don't act like you don't have a good chef. He might not have Devin Haney skills, but over a 12-round period, you will get caught. Even Crawford got caught at points. You will get caught.
Yeah. So they said Crawford had a good sparring with him, and that's where he got known from. You know, so he's good. I like him. He's gotten better. He's young too. So.
No, absolutely. I think that it's such a big fight, man. It's such a big fight, and I'm gonna put my money on. I obviously I don't bet, but if I had to pick, I would pick Devin Haney.
Decision,
because he's a world-class fighter. He just has the skills, but I'm just nervous that he's going to get caught and he doesn't have the chin to handle the pressure, right? The power of him.
You just gotta look at it like this. When I saw the Jose Ramirez performance, he showed us something that he ain't showed us in a long time. And he used his legs. He moved the whole time. Normally he moves his upper body when he's dodging punches and he does little subtle things. I like the footwork, man. I like the happy feet. I just need him to sit down and put it together in this next fight.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. So who you guys picking for that fight?
I got Haney, man.
Who you got, Brandon?
Haney decision. I think the difference in that fight is going to be experience too. I think Haney's fought better opposition of late too. But like you said, if he gets caught, and I think he's gonna fill in really good at 47. He's gonna be at 47 this fight too. So he's a really big kid. They say he walks around like 170, 180. So he's a big kid. So I think that's gonna help him too. You know.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. We'll see. I know that Brian Norman will come up for this fight. Like, and by I mean like there's more extra. There's an effort there. There's more of an effort there, right? To get up for the fight. Because he's got the title, he's the world champion. Obviously, he doesn't want to lose it, and if he loses the fight, it puts him like in B status contention. Like now we're gonna look at him like a B fighter, a B class fighter, right? Obviously, he doesn't want that. So, yeah, crazy. What else? So we got Benavidez and Yarde. You guys excited for that?
Nah, man. Benavidez finna wash his dishes, bro. He finna put him out. That fight.
What? Come on, man.
Yard stinks, bro. He stinks.
Nah, don't say that. He
It's
doesn't
all
stink.
muscles.
Bro.
He gonna give
Yeah,
him. He
bro.
gonna give him a fight. He coming yard, coming to fight. He
He's
gonna
strong,
put it
Man,
on him.
it's all
man,
muscles, man.
Man, y'all saw what he did to Lyndon Arthur. He gonna put it on him.
Lyndon, who? Come on, man. Get him
Lyndon
out of
the
here.
King Arthur. You saw what he did to Arthur.
Man, David Benavidez and KO Lyndon Offer 2 rounds, bro. Come on.
Yo,
Lyndon Offer.
Benavidez gonna go life and death with Yard, bro.
Listen, man, I do give Yard the puncher's chance. Like, he got the power to put Benavidez out, but
Yeah.
Benavidez, he been hit hard before, and he's a guy that's been boxing since he was a kid. Like, Yard learned on the job damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Benavidez finna put it on him.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Who you got in that fight, Brandon?
Yeah, I got Benavidez in that one. I think he's on a special run right now. And I would like to still see that Canelo fight. That still intrigues me for some reason. I still want to see it because I feel like Benavidez, he's just beatable. He's a beatable guy in my opinion. Even though he's very, very talented and he looks sharp right now, I've seen some holes in him that I think can be exposed by an elite boxer, puncher.
I like that you said that because I do believe that the fight is tailored for Canelo. Canelo can't handle fighters that move a lot, right? Benavidez doesn't move. He like walks you down. And so that's perfect for Canelo. So it is a stylistically great matchup to still make. And I believe it's the only fight that will make Canelo more money than the Crawford fight.
Yeah,
hands down,
especially in that community.
Because it's been marinating for so long, right?
Word.
And I don't think it's a far-fetched fight because it's not like Canelo hasn't fought at 175, right? He fought what's his name, the Russian guy, and he beat and he took his WBO title, right? The Crusher. So think about it. If he moves up to 175 and to fight Benavidez, who's a stylistically great matchup for him, and he beats him, now he becomes the 175-pound world champion WBC at 175 pounds and puts him back in superstar status. And that makes him, what, a 5-division world champion?
Mm-hmm.
Now he can get the Bivol fight. Yeah, but he can get the Bivol fight and potentially undispute and be a 2-time undisputed world champion.
He not beating Bivol. He not beating David Benavidez. I like Canelo, bro. But he need to go back to the drawing board. He need to go holler at Derek James
and do what, Billy? And do what? Like, what are you gonna do at 168? That belts are hogged up. What are you gonna do?
He need to go to UFC and fight Sean.
Bro, oh, stop. I will kick you off this show. Stop. That is terrible. My man said go to the UFC. Like, we talking about real fights, bro. Like, what you know what I mean? Like,
where does Canelo go? Like, David Benavidez is not coming down.
I think that's the only viable option. Like, get bro, you're not gonna get no more money from anybody. You're not gonna get no great paydays from anybody else but David Benavidez. So fight David, who's a stylistically great matchup for you because he's not a big mover. It's Mexican versus Mexican American. It's a great big. That's $100 million fight.
So what you think about this? All right, he go down to 160 and fight Laura for a belt. Laura Canelo 2 for a belt.
Bro, but watch, it's a longer road to stardom. Watch, I think that's too hard of a weight, right, Brandon? Like, think about it. Going back down to 160, that's hard on the body to make that weight. No, the easier thing to do, and that's not a money grab fight, billionaire. The money fight is go to 175, fight the guy that's tailor made for you stylistically, $100 million cash out, and if you win, you become the WBC world champion. At 175 pounds, you are back in superstar world championship status. Then from there, you can get the Bivol smoke and go undisputed because Bivol got the other 3 titles. And now you already fought him once. Let's get the rematch. That's going to be a big money fight. And if you win, you become undisputed 2 times, 2 different divisions. That's legacy right there, brother. And if you lose, oh, well. But those are two big paydays right there waiting for him. And legacy, it comes with legacy. It don't come with nothing.
I agree.
Paid, man. He paid, man. I ain't gonna lie. I got Bivol washing him in the rematch, bro.
I agree with Kev's points. You know, there's nothing at 168 right now that's exciting, that makes money right now, right? And Billy's exciting, but that doesn't bring money. Pacheco's
I don't bring a belt.
Huh?
It don't bring a belt. It don't bring legacy. It don't bring nothing. Like fighting Janabek don't bring nothing. Fighting, I don't even know who's the IBF world champ. It don't do nothing for him.
Yeah, Janabek's at
168.
Laura, that don't do nothing for me because that's a rematch from a long time ago. That doesn't do anything for him. Like, bro, think about the hoops he would have to go through at 160. You would have to fight Janabek. You would have to fight Laura, and then you have to fight Adames just to undispute at 160. Whereas if you go to 170, and these are not money fights, but you could go to 175, fight the guy that has been marinating for you for years, that everybody wants to watch, because we didn't care for the Crawford fight. We didn't want that fight. We wanted the Benavidez fight. That's the cash out fight. So you can go up there, get you the WBC belt, and then fight Bivol, an arch nemesis, another fight that has been brewing for a rematch because you lost it, and undispute. So the Benavidez is the big cash out fight. Get a belt, then you can be undisputed with Bivol. If you win, still a big cash out fight, undispute. Bro, there's nothing outside of that plan that is better for Canelo. I'm sorry, not money wise, not legacy wise.
Yeah,
have to see. We're gonna have to see, brother.
Bro, would you tell me what is better than that?
I mean,
tell me what's better than that.
Yeah, I thought Skull was like a shot in the dark, man, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know what
do you
Canelo's future looks
shot
like.
In the dark way.
Man, that was a terrible performance, man. But after seeing how Terrence Crawford washed him, does he still compete at the top level?
Brandon, back me up on this. This is exactly why, Billionaire, we want him to fight Benavidez, because Benavidez don't fight like Crawford. He don't fight like a Cuban. He don't have feet. He stands there with you and trades. That's exactly what Canelo needs.
You're right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
The Cuban kid was hitting him. Morel is pretty good. So imagine, Canelo's more experienced, sharper puncher, better boxer. He'll get way more opportunities. A better body puncher. This is chances for him.
But he'll have to go up to 175 for that
That's
fight.
the problem.
But that's the problem. We're not gonna sit here and act like he hasn't been up there.
Right, but he
was up there.
Up, though.
And you fought Crusher, and you knocked Crusher out.
But to add context, though, Crusher had two other fights. He fought Anthony Yard 3 months before that Canelo fight, so he wasn't even 100% Crusher at that time.
Yeah, it wasn't 100% Crusher at that time either. And Canelo's a small guy, even for those weight classes, right? So I think he peaks at 160, in my opinion. His weight, I think.
You think he peaks at 160?
Yeah, I don't think he's a natural 168 guy. If you look at him, look at Berlanga fight.
I mean,
Berlanga fight.
Berlanga's a cruiserweight.
I agree. I'm with him on that.
And then when he fought Crawford, just look at the guy who's coming up. He looked bigger than him.
Man, all roads lead to the King of Phoenix, dog. All roads lead to the King of Phoenix, David Benavidez. There's nothing else to be said. It's David Benavidez and his Bivol after that for undisputed. That's it. There's nothing bigger than that.
That's actually a good plan.
Nothing bigger than that.
They got to call. He was struggling to make. He should have got Bender when he was struggling to make 68.
You know what? I'm with you on that, but this is even better now. This is even better now. Why? Because Benavidez didn't have a belt at 168. So he would have fought him just to fight him because he didn't have a belt. But now Benavidez is at 175 with a belt. So now it makes sense. Now I want to fight you because you at 175. I can get a belt off you. I can get a big payday. If I lose, I just retire. If I win, I got a belt and I'm a world champion. And that would make him what? A 5-division world champion? Mm-hmm. Maybe the only Mexican that's a 5-division world champion. And then I can fight my arch nemesis that's been brewing for a big payday. And if I win, great. I'm undisputed 2 times, 2 division. If I lose, I just went out on a high payday. Yes. Perfect plan.
perfect plan.
And
But like
Bivol
you
just
said,
had back surgery too.
Who?
Bivol
Man,
had
we ain't
surgery
worried
not too
about
long ago.
back surgery.
I'm just saying.
We ain't
I'm
worried
just
about back.
saying.
Even better. We even better.
Yeah,
Get
that's what
him
I'm saying.
vulnerable. Yeah, get him while he's vulnerable.
That's what I'm saying. Had back
Shoot,
surgery
we
too,
want all
so.
the advantages. I want that plan for Canelo because that is huge. Huge.
he's getting a little older too, man. I don't know. He looks a little crappy the last couple.
He been golfing and stuff. That's why. Yeah, I don't know, man. Y'all seen the Jake Paul and you know what? Let me skip. Definitely want to talk about Xander Zayas and Virgil Ortiz. That's a fight that's been brewing. I know my boy Brandon. Yo, I don't know if you know, but look at Brandon's shirt. Look at Brandon's shirt. He got Zayas. That's right. We gonna talk about it. Talk about it. I got Xander washing that boy. We gonna wash him. We gonna wash him, man. How you let Xander come from behind you and get a belt, and you still ain't got no belt?
Hold up, we might be unified by the beginning of next year, and Virgil ain't got no belt.
Ooh, yeah, we might fight the dude that just. Who did that dude just beat? The English guy. Who did he just beat?
It's the Cuban dude.
Is that? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't. It's not Polanco. It's some other dude. Tellus. He just beat Tellus. That's who he just beat. Ioannis Tellus, and he put a masterclass on that dude. And he took that WBA belt off him.
Yeah, for sure. Baru,
yeah.
That's the plan for Xander's team. They're trying to get the January or February fight in Puerto Rico with the unification.
That's even better, dog. That's even better because that's a belt on the line.
The belt.
Listen, and after Virgil crush Lubin, we coming for Zayas next.
Bro, can you imagine like the fact that Virgil? Did y'all see Lubin's last fight versus the number 7 guy in the IBF out of Detroit? The dude looked bad. He didn't look good on Pro Box. Lubin did not look good, bro.
He didn't look good at all.
I agree.
Like, man, he didn't look good.
He didn't look good at all. It wasn't a good look. And like the fact, bro, you just beat Agmadali, or what's his name? What's the guy he beat at 154? Crawford. Magdamov. You just beat Madrimov, which is a high level fighter. You gonna fight Lubin?
Talk about that Madrimov fight. Rewatch it. It's a close fight. Virgil had trouble with him.
Yeah,
I say the first fight,
that's why I said it's a high level fight.
First 4 or 5 rounds, he couldn't figure him out, but after that, he took off on him.
I don't know, man. Like Virgil, he won the last couple rounds, but they were close too. Like Madrimov was getting off on him too.
Yo, my man, I'm telling you, man, y'all gotta stop. He gonna get. Man, look, we gonna beat him up. We gonna beat him up, man. I'm telling you.
Because I'm gonna win money that night.
Yeah, I just don't. Who you picking?
Virgil Ortiz.
Bro, why would you? What has Virgil done to even make you believe that he will win that fight? What has Virgil done?
What has Zayas done?
Brandon, go ahead because I got plenty to say.
I'll bring up another point with Boychuk fight. What happened there?
Hey, listen, man. Boychuk.
What happened? What? Yeah, look, he's sweating now. Look at him, he's sweating. He don't know what to say.
Hold up, my guy. Hold up. My guy beat the undefeated. He beat the Mexican dude that beat the undefeated boogeyman at 54, Charles Conwell. Remember that dude? My guy.
Jorge Perez. Yeah. Man, who is Jorge Perez, man? He beat
Charles Conwell, bro.
He did. I ain't gonna lie. That was an upset,
everybody too. Saying, Conwell's gonna destroy Xander. Conwell's gonna knock everybody at 54 out. He the sleeper. Garcia Perez looks solid that fight. He won. Got his shot against Xander. Okay. Xander beat him. That's what he had to do. It's not like when people say they handed him that fight or the title. He earned it. He beat the guy who earned it.
He earned it. Sure.
Yeah. Xander's been marinating on that and for a while, and he got a world title, and that's that. So Virgil got to get in line, man. Though. It was vacant. It was vacant, but he fought the number 2 guy for it, and that's what that is. And remember, that guy did beat Charles Conwell.
Yeah,
he did.
Charles Conwell got a body. Don't Charles Conwell got a body on him?
Body on his record, yeah.
He got a body on his record.
Hey, R.I.P. New York.
So that's big deal. Like Charles Conwell is a top 10 fighter. He's not a slouch.
Not a slouch. And that WBO got vacated because Fundora didn't want to fight Xander for whatever reason. I heard there was a lot of problems with the rehydration clauses in there. But you know, Fundora.
I had Xander in that fight for sure.
I still would like to see that fight with Fundora, even though he's dangerous. He's dangerous. I'm not gonna lie, he's dangerous. He throws a lot of punches.
I think we can still get that, but we got to take care of the Englishman first for that WBA, and then we can circle back for Fundora, the winner of Fundora and Thurman.
I don't think that's gonna happen next. You know what I think is gonna happen after that?
What?
I think it's gonna be Xander versus Boots in June in the Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York.
That's not good. I would not want him to take that fight. I don't think he would take that fight. Well, I don't know that fight would get made because there's no belts on the line. Like, my man is trying to collect belts. He's not trying to just fight random fights.
This guy is ranked high in WBO and WBA Boots already, so it might happen. And the both
be a dangerous fight.
Super dangerous, bro. I don't think anybody's got Xander winning that fight.
That's a dangerous fight for both of them. I mean, but we haven't seen Boots at 54 yet either.
Did you see that video of him and Sean Porter though? Sparring?
Yeah, he working Sean.
Bro, he was putting hands on Sean.
No, Boots he's elite. I have the top. He's in my top 5 at 54 already, but we have to still see him. You know, he has to still prove it. But he's special talent, and he'll give anybody problems. I got him over Virgil, to be honest.
Yeah, I would have to pick Jaron Ennis for that fight. I can't pick Xander on that fight. Not at all.
I disagree with y'all again, man. Virgil washing Boots.
Virgil?
Yeah, his name gonna be Chanclatas when Virgil is done with him. They go Jaron Chanclatas Ennis.
I got bet on that one, man.
Bro, my man Virgil is not gonna beat Boots. Why are you such a Virgil fan? I don't understand what the obsession with Virgil is.
Hey man, shout out to my Texas boy Virgil, man. Be training out here in Texas, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what that is. That's what that is.
Man,
got you.
And
how come none of your bro? How come none of your Texas rappers get behind your fighters like our people do?
Man, Texas is a weird place, bro. Like, everybody kind of doing their own thing, and they got cousins and people that do their own thing, so they just support what they support.
We never saw we never saw Rap a Lot. We never saw Paul Wall and Swishahouse. We never saw none of these guys walk out your fighters. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, man, just boxing and hip hop and
Slim
they on two different tandems. There's a lot of fans, but they don't really mix.
You from Texas?
Yeah, I'm in Houston right now.
What do you think about this rumored Virgil and Spence fight next year possibly happening in Dallas?
I don't want to see it, bro. Spence got the. Listen, let me tell you something. It was so quiet in my house that night, bro, when he fought Terrence Crawford. And he been sitting out too long, bro. Like, Spence is crazy for wanting to take, like, all the heavy guys off these long layoffs. And I just think the next fight, if he fights somebody like Virgil, it's going to end bad for him.
No, I agree. I think he should have stood active, like you said, man. I thought he was still talented after that. If he moved up to 54, I think he could have actually, beat those Brian Castaños, the PBC guys that they have. I thought he would have done well, but he just too inactive, man. I don't see him beating these guys anymore.
Yeah, he just sit out too long, bro. And that Terrence Crawford beating was bad. You know what I'm saying? So if he do come back, he need to fight like a Abel Ramos or something first, something easy, real quick.
He need to fight Danny Garcia, who's coming back. Who is Danny Garcia fighting? He's fighting
that fight in the Barclays.
Some dude in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Shout out to Danny Garcia, man. I like Swift, bro. He cold.
Yeah, he had a great.
I do like Swift, but it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
I don't like the way he went out his last fight, though. That was not good look.
Bro, he quit. He quit.
He quit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. You know who's coming up out of that area though? Is Keith Cologne. You probably know who that is. Yo, Keith Tsunami. Isn't he out of Newark, or is he Brick City, right?
Brick City. He's Brick City. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You billionaire. You know who Keith Cologne is?
No, I never heard of him.
They're building. He's out of Brick City. He's out of the same city Shakur is. They're building him up to be the next Puerto Rican sensation.
He's good.
I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah, Keith Tsunami Cologne. Yeah,
he's on that card with the Danny Garcia.
He's on that card. Is he signed to Swift? I don't think he's signed to Swift Promotions.
He's a free agent. My boy actually trains with him in the gym. He's a free agent right now. Been hopping around. His first fight as a pro, he was a top rank. Then the next fight he fought on the pro box. He's been in and around,
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
Yeah,
But
I can see him getting assigned to Top Rank, but guys, Top Rank don't got a TV deal. What are we gonna do with Top Rank, man?
that's what you think.
What you mean?
Something's
What
coming.
you got? What do you know that we don't know?
I'm not gonna say it's gonna come out. I mean, they just signed
No,
this.
tell us, man. No, this is the
Can't
Cap Effect show. This is when you should. We gonna know if you cap it or not on the show.
listen. They just signed Scooter Davis, right? You saw that the other day.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah.
They're not gonna sign someone like that, and he's not gonna sign with a company like that if they don't have a network. They have something coming. Xander's gonna announce his date in Puerto Rico soon. Just be patient. It's coming. The Top Rank's the top of the top. It's coming though. Get ready.
But why are we not on DAZN? What you got, billionaire?
Man, I got a slide, Kev, but I appreciate you having me, bro.
Yeah, that's cool. We're gonna keep it running with Brandon.
Yeah, man, it was like chopping up with you, B.
All right. I got you. Appreciate you. Yeah, so I don't know, man. How do we? I know they just signed Scooter Davis, but I'm just thinking, where are you going to DAZN or not? Because that's where we need you. We need you on DAZN. We need you on DAZN.
It might be something where they work out something with a couple of networks. That's what I've been hearing.
Oh man, I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that.
That's a lot of people are happy with that, but that's the new age of nowadays. Everyone has different streaming. And
that's
DAZN,
terrible, bro.
But let's remember, DAZN they have priorities with Matchroom and Golden Boy. They've been there first, right? So it's gonna be hard to have Saturdays with all these fights at the same time. It's gonna be really difficult to get a good viewing. So I think that's a part of the DAZN problem. But we'll see what happens. But they're gonna announce.
But if they could get Top Rank on DAZN, I just think that would be it, man. That would really complete the pie. Outside of PBC getting on over there, like we need, but now we can get C-level fights with B-level fights. We can get Thursday fights back, Friday night fights back. We can get the Saturday big cards back. Like we can really build out a great schedule for the year, right? And put the best against the best because now everybody's on one platform. And that's the problem is like before you needed to have ESPN Plus, you got to get DAZN. Dude, everybody's over on DAZN. Queensberry, Matchroom, Golden Boy. They don't got no issues.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. And it will make everything more easier to make these fights happen at the same network. It's much easier. And that's been a big problem. And then let's not forget, Turkey's now in the game. So he wants to take over his side with Dana White, whatever they're doing. So we just got to keep an eye on that. It's a lot of moving parts right now in the game.
I hope they don't get an Amazon Prime deal. I really don't want that. I don't want it. I mean, I got Amazon Prime, but I don't want them on Amazon. Well, maybe it wouldn't be so bad actually because I do got Amazon Prime.
Yeah, but I don't think PBC uses them the right way. They're just not having enough dates.
Yeah, they don't have enough B-level fights, man. They don't have enough prime fights. That's the problem. Like it's all pay-per-view fights, and we don't want that.
Yeah, and we don't want the pay-per-view fights they're giving us. That's the problem, like you said.
Yeah. They're not giving us.
It's not quality,
No, absolutely. So, what do you make of this Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis fight, man?
I'm not really into it. I know it's gonna sell. A lot of people are gonna buy it. I have no problem with that. It's for entertainment purposes. I'm not one to get mad about it. They make their money. Let them be. But I felt Tank Man. I wanted to see the rematch with Roach as a boxing fan.
Yeah,
it was a great fight. I had Roach winning the fight, to be honest. The first fight off first watch. And I felt like they need to run it back. Just my opinion. And him going up to fight Jake Paul is, it's a little funny.
Yeah, man. Tank doing it. My man said Tank doing it for Al. PBC needs the money. Yeah, possibly. I don't know, man. I just think he's doing what Mayweather did, right, with the McGregor fight. But the problem is he doesn't have a Mayweather resume. And I've had this conversation with a few people on, is Netflix good for the sport? And personally, I don't think it's good for the sport because they're not invested in the sport. We don't get up and coming fighters and we don't get to watch them. All we get are high level fights. And arguably, we already know these fighters. Like, people know Canelo, people know Crawford, people know Jake Paul, people know Gervonta. So it doesn't do anything more for them at all. And it doesn't do anything more for the sport because the fighters on the undercard, most of them fight on other subscription platforms, and now they're behind a paywall. So I don't think that it does for the sport what people believe they say it is going to do.
Right. I believe it's, they're using it, like you said, as just a platform to post fights. They don't have any shows, any documentaries, like you said, any prospect cards, stuff like that will help the sport grow, like you said. But hey, it's another streaming site, like I said, that might be used, and more viewers, better the sport gets. The bigger it gets. I don't mind it per se, my opinion. But it'd be nice, like you said, if they would use it more, like for like how HBO used to have the 24/7s, the face-offs and Max Kellerman's, stuff like that would be nice.
That's exactly why I said, and people were like, "Oh no, it's great for the sport." No, it's not, because there's no documentary, there's no highlight reels, there's no promotion. It's you're literally putting the top fighters that everybody would know on there. And it doesn't do anything for the sport. Like, think about it. When what was the last fight that was on? It was like a Jake Paul fight. They had Mario Barrios versus some other guy on there. I don't even remember that guy's name.
Was that the Jake Paul Chavez or before that?
You know what? It was probably before that. I think it was on the Serrano undercard.
Yeah, that was.
But you had, but you had Mario Barrios and some other dude on there fighting for that 147-pound WBC title.
Yeah, Ramos.
They didn't do nothing for Mario Barrios.
Yeah, it was Ramos.
Yeah, Ramos. Like, it didn't do nothing for Barrios or Ramos. Like, these guys, you can't go out to the street and talk to people about Mario Barrios. They don't know who that is. They think it's the guy that works at Chipotle.
Yeah, and that's another problem that Top Rank had with ESPN. They weren't really promoting fights on SportsCenter or doing stuff that they said they would do when they signed the contract, and that hurt Top Rank a lot.
It did, because that was the point of being on ESPN, to get people back to watching the sport. You need to get these highlight reels. You need to have the promotional videos. You need to create rivalries.
Right.
You need to interview these fighters. The problem is, Brandon, that we don't have any familiarity with these fighters. Like, I don't know anything about Mario Barrios, so I can't relate. And because I can't relate, I'm not tied to watch them.
Yeah.
Right. We like LeBron. We like these other people because they're constantly in our face. Their business is always in our face. And so we start to gravitate towards them.
No, correct. Yeah, you got a great point. When you can relate to an athlete, you gravitate towards them more and you want to see them more, right? And that's a part of the sport too, personality, and your promoter has to promote you the right way as well.
No, absolutely. Absolutely, man. I'm going to pivot over to the heavyweight division, right? So we've got Joseph Parker fighting Fabio Worley. Not a really big fight. I think it's for an interim title, WBO interim title. From there, we're going to get that Usyk fight. Where do you kind of stand? Like, do you feel, who do you want Usyk to fight next? Like, what do you want him to do?
I think it's going to be Parker after he wins. I got Parker winning.
You have Parker winning?
Yeah, I do actually.
Why do you have Parker winning?
There's a funny feeling to me about that fight. I don't know why. I have Parker winning that fight.
You're wild. Yo, no way you said Parker's winning.
I feel like he's been there before, and it's like, hey, I think it's his last hurrah, but either way, Usyk's gonna dismantle whoever he fights.
That's crazy.
I thought Dubois would have a better second time going, but he didn't look too good the second fight against Usyk.
Yeah, I don't think Parker's got anything for Usyk.
No, he doesn't at all. He doesn't.
So then why would you pick Parker?
No, to beat Warley, wasn't his name Warley?
Oh yeah. To be Warley, I don't think he beats Usyk though.
No, he doesn't beat Usyk. No, I never said that. No.
Oh, that's why I was laughing because I thought he said he was gonna beat Usyk. I'm like, bro, why would you pick that?
No. I think Usyk plays with him. You know,
Yeah.
His footwork is top notch. You know, it's top notch.
The crazy part is that there's literally nothing else for Usyk to do. There's literally nothing else. There's nothing good at, like, he's beat Joshua, he's beat Daniel Dubois, he's beat Fury.
Yeah,
I mean, he's two-time undisputed. Like, there's literally nothing left for him to do.
I think people would buy Usyk Wilder fight. You know,
what?
As funny as that sounds, I think people would buy an Usyk Wilder fight.
They would, but like, we need Wilder to get back into contention.
Get some momentum. I know what you mean.
Yeah, we need to build some momentum. We need to see a couple more knockouts, and then we can get that. That would be a mega fight for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
But I think we're at a stand, so I don't think we're gonna see anything. I don't know. There's nothing at heavyweight to do.
What's his name?
I think what we definitely want that Fury versus Joshua fight. I think that's still a mega fight, bro.
Still a mega fight, yeah, for sure.
We got to get that.
I like Big Bang, Zuzang, whatever his name is.
Nah, man, that dude's washed, bro.
Zuzang, he gives some trouble, you know, what he did with Wilder, you know.
Nah, there's nothing there for him. I personally, Joshua versus Tyson. I think that's a great fight. And then maybe do a trilogy, like whoever wins, then when they get Usyk again or something like that. I don't know, but I don't think there's nothing at heavyweight after that. Bro, I just thought about it. So Conor Benn is fighting. Bro, we're getting the rematch.
The rematch, yeah.
I'm excited for that, bro.
That's gonna be another war. You know, the first fight was a war. Both of those guys, you know, the UK going behind them is gonna be crazy. You know,
I think that's gonna be exciting, bro. The trash talking is there, and I think Chris washes them this time because now they're gonna put Bomac in. They're gonna put Bomac back into the corner for Chris Eubank.
Oh, Bomac's gonna train with him.
Bomac's gonna train him. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good plus to have on his team.
Exactly. I just think now, and I don't believe the rehydration clause is gonna be there. So now think about it, we're gonna get a healthy, non-lethargic Chris, and we got Bomac in his corner. Bro, I don't think there's anything that Ben can do.
Yeah, that could be trouble for Ben. Yeah. Eubank had trouble making weight. You saw the videos and shit.
So I'm kind of split on that because he is the 160-pound IBO world champion, but he couldn't make 160 pounds. But on the flip of that was that he couldn't rehydrate, or he could only rehydrate 10 pounds. So that means he can make the weight, but the issue was rehydrating, right? So where are we at? I mean, why are you the 160-pound champion if you can't really make the weight comfortably?
Yeah.
Like, he went through hell to get down to 160 and he still came in overweight.
Well, we don't know what he goes through, you know, after fights. You know, we don't know how his diet is or how he's, disciplined, which is a big part of making weight. You know, you got to maintain yourself after the camps, after the fight. You know, you got to maintain your weight too. You know, you don't want to go up too high. You know, it's going to kill yourself to make weight. That's why a lot of people don't fight in the IBF for the 10-pound rehydration.
But he's not in the IBF, bro. He's the 160-pound IBO. World champion. Yeah. And so the rehydration clause came in from contracts.
Okay, yeah.
Like, they put it in there.
Yeah, they put it in there, the other team or whoever. But the IBO is not, it's not a major sanctioning body, it's not the top 4,
It's not, but it's still a world title. And it wasn't on the line, which it should have been on the line, but it's not on. And remember, Chris was also a former 168-pound world champion. And he's also I believe, a 2-time interim champion for the WBA. Right. Yeah, so he's never been a full world. I think it was interim. I don't think he ever got the regular title. He might have gotten the regular title. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact he's never been a full world champion, and that's kind of been the downfall. So I'm sad. I would like to see him get a world title before he leaves, man, because he's got the talent for it, and he's ranked in the bodies. Like at 160, bro, he's ranked in the top 10 for like 3 of the 4.
Oh yeah, 160 is an open weight class too. You know, it's very open. There's not much competition in 160 right now. And you got the two divas who's going at it on Twitter and never fight. Janabek and Adamas. I don't know what's going on with those.
I might be a money thing. Oh, he's a 3-time IBO champ. So he's a 160-pound world champ. Then he went to 168. Then he went, and then he must have came back down and then fought for and he's the 160-pound world champ. Okay, interesting. So whatever. At the end of the day, he's a world champ, man. Whatever.
We'll give it to him.
I mean, yeah, shoot. Hey, I got a World Boxing Bureau hat on. It's a minor sanctioned body, so I'm repping the minor sanctioned bodies.
There you go.
Yeah, man. So I think it's an exciting fight. I got Junior winning that fight. Who you got?
Yeah, I'll go Eubank again this time. I think he'll do better. Like you said, the weight. I think he'll be more prepared with Bomac. Bomac's, non-nonsense. He doesn't take that shit in his camp. So
Yep.
He'll have you strict,
Yeah, no. And then lastly, man, let's jump in. We got Fundora versus Keith Thurman. Looks like it's coming up in October 25th. Who you got? Who you got?
I got Fundora winning that one pretty easily, too. I think it's going to stop him around 5 or 6. I think the volume is going to be just too much. I could be very wrong, though. Like, I could be very, very wrong. And I could see Keith Thurman, surviving because he has his great feet. He has great feet. But I just think the inactivity and then not facing elite talent for a while, it's going to hurt him. It's going to hurt him with this guy, Fundora. He's tall. He throws a lot of punches, like I said. 154. He's a monster right now, and he's gotten better his last couple fights that I've seen. So it's gonna be trouble. But Thurman's got that pedigree. But if I had to put my money where my mouth is, I'm gonna go Fundora in a stoppage, 5, 6, or 7 around there.
Okay. I mean, hey, do you see what Adam said? Did you guys know that Topps came out with first set of boxing cards in 74 years in August? Topps Chrome.
Yeah.
I don't even.
I was pissed.
You guys are actually into that?
I'm not into it, but I wanted to get the Xander Zayas one. He's a part of one of the sets.
Oh, I don't collect those things. I don't even know anything about that.
Yeah, they came out with a couple good cards, look nice, future stars and all this champs. Look pretty cool.
You think it could be worth money in the future?
People are already selling them a lot on the market.
Really?
I know people that are into the cards, and the market is very high right now for those cards.
Oh wow! I used to have a lot of Pokemon cards back in the day.
Yeah, they sold out quick, so people are buying them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me personally, who I want to win is Keith Thurman. Because can you imagine a Xander Zayas fight with Keith Thurman for the WBC world title?
Same.
That's a better resume.
Yeah, it's a better name too. And then the press conference will be so much fun,
In Puerto Rico? Chacho, man. What?
That'll be crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, I think who will win will be Fundora, just due to age, activity. Now, that boy Thurman did put down Jarvis, and Jarvis is a tough competitor.
Yeah,
he went to his backyard and he put him down pretty early.
Yeah, I just don't see Jarvis on the same level as Fundora. The same.
No, it's a good step up fight. No, he's not on the level, but it's a good step up fight to get Thurman back in the ring, fighting, get him comfortable, stuff like that. But yeah, I just the length of Fundora. And he's a stay busy fighter, man. It's really hard to get around him. I'm picking Thurman to win, but for some reason I just feel like Fundora pull it off, man.
Yeah, and I could be completely wrong, and Thurman just shocks the world, and I would love that, because the shit talking in that press conferences would be crazy with Xander and Thurman. I would love that, as I haven't seen Xander get that fucking that pull out of him with the press conferences yet. All his opponents have been respectful at this point.
I want to apologize for my friend's language here. I'm getting excited. But no, yeah. So Zayas is like a little too professional. Like he doesn't have like a killer instinct. That's what I've noticed. And so it's kind of a little soft. Like that's kind of how he comes off a little bit, like a little soft, you know?
Yeah. He's media trained, marketed, you know.
Yeah.
Talk,
he's
but,
really
you know,
polished. Yeah, he's really polished.
We want to see like his personality more. As my friend was one of my friends was actually bringing that point up that you said. You know, the answers he gives us is the same all the time. You know, we want to see a little more from different side. You know, of him.
Yeah, we want to see. You know, give us that raw, man. Give us, you know, call some people out. You know, talk dirty a little bit, talk a little greasy, but you know, he doesn't give us that. You know,
he's. You know, if you listen to Eladio Carrion, we know you could curse a little bit. You know, we know your side. You know, we know what you're about.
Yeah, yeah, man. For sure. I mean, you know, you want him to be who he is within his character. We don't want you to be something that you're not. But you know, I guess not everybody can be a Ricardo Mayorga, bro. Honestly, I'm. You know what I mean? Like those were the days, man. Ricardo knew how to get under your skin.
Ricardo he was a wild guy, man, but he was fun for the sport. You know, you need people.
He
like
was
that.
fun, bro, and he fought everybody that they put in front of him. He didn't say no.
You know who gives me that vibe? Rollies. Rollies.
I'm so glad you said that because I was literally gonna segue, bro. So my fantasy fight would be Rolly Romero versus Ricardo Mayorga, bro. They
would have to in all the freaking curses.
Nasty fight. Nasty because they're both awkward, heavy punches. They throw punches in bunches. You know, I think fundamentally Rolly is a lot better than Mayorga. And the gas tank is better for Rolly than Mayorga.
Yeah, I would say that too. Man, Rolly got a good win last fight against Ryan Garcia. He looked very composed. I think him going with Salas was very, very crucial that fight. And man, Ryan Garcia looked horrible that fight, man. He just
terrible.
He would not let hand it was, but he wouldn't let one of his hands go the whole fight. I mean, it was just nasty.
Yeah, it was really bad, man. It was really, really bad. But what you gonna do, man? So we're gonna wrap it up, bro. Tell them where they can find you.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for having me on this platform today, man. You know, and if you guys want to follow me, I'm on Twitter at BKNets417, also known as X. You know, they changed the name of the app, so you guys can follow me on there. I got my boy Kev on there, so you know, we're good guys, you know, and we enjoy the sport. So we love the sport and we enjoy it. So I appreciate you for having me today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And y'all know where to find me on IG at Capital with Kevin, on X at Capital with Kev, every Friday, Factz Boxing Show. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. I was with your boy Giovanni Cabrera talking about his upcoming fight in December. You know who that is, so is no secret to everybody. But hey, man, every Fridays, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to check you out next time. Make sure y'all follow World Boxing Bureau. Make sure y'all tap in with my partner, Pro Say Boxing. And make sure you follow iBoxing Hub. We are out.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. Light up my scars with a sweet one, please. Someone flips me a bag, so it's another one, yeah. It's a full strand, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.